Welcome to Riders of the Lost.
Premature enunciation.
Okay, people, welcome to Riders of the Lost Sword, where we talk about tokusatsu and other stuff. This week we're doing three topics: Go Ranger vs. Jaka, Tengo Tenjei, and Air.
Before we actually go into our topics today, I believe that we should also fill in some, if possible, random news that we've come across.
Have you guys come across anything?
I was hoping that you guys would.
I've been pretty busy. I haven't come across anything.
I mean, other than, the whole thing with Nintendo and that one guy who hosts the ROM site, charging them $12
that shit for years.
I mean, that's like literally about it.
That's just Nintendo, greedy motherfuckers.
Yeah, a lot of ROM sites have closed down because of Nintendo, and I'm quite sad because I used to download a bunch of ROMs from my local library to put onto my Dell computer.
I see both sides of it. Like, you can't go buy a new Super Nintendo game, but technically it is their property.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're not making any money off of it.
Do you want to spend $400 on a cartridge of Earthbound?
No, that's kind of what I'm leading into. Like, but even then, they're not making money off of it.
Oh, that's why
you haven't been able to buy a new Super NES cartridge since probably '98. I want to say. And I mean, they did release the classic consoles, but that's not all encompassing. And that's all that was say, well, we're re-releasing them so we can fight these ROM people.
Well, there was one new Super Nintendo game that was released by Capcom.
What the hell was it? I heard about that a week or two ago, but I can't remember the name of it.
So basically what happened is, it's Mega Man's anniversary, let's re-release Mega Man X. But it's like in a new cartridge and everything, and it's a bit more expensive because LOL.
Does it catch on fire like Street Fighter?
I hope not.
Well, I mean, it is Mega Man X. It's got more power, more graphics, more everything.
No, you're thinking of Mega Man X3, where they had the Super FX chip in it.
I thought the first two had the FX chip in them.
No,
sure they did.
Only the third one, and it was wireframe models.
Huh. I could have sworn the first two did. I guess it was more just taking advantage of being Super Nintendo compared to just regular Nintendo.
Yeah.
Because I was whoa, this looks awesome.
Big hardware jump from 8 to 16-bit, so...
Yep.
That's really helped it stand out.
But yeah, I do hate to see the ROM sites closing down. Yes. I mean, thankfully I've got a pretty decent library, but... And
here
it still sucks.
Here's the current list. Cool ROMs, MU Paradise.
Wait, Cool ROM. Are you? I'm sorry. Are you saying the ones that have shut down already?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm sorry.
There's this one with the devil on it. Like cutesy devil, not like super mega ultra devil.
I'm not gonna lie. I only went to the first two.
Yeah, me too.
I don't really know. Emu Paradise was exactly what it said. Like, you could pretty much find everything there.
Yeah, I got a few Kamen Rider games from there.
That's where I got my GameCube games after I modded my Wii. I got, I don't know, 3 or 4 good ones. They're bigger, so I couldn't fit a lot of them on a 16 gig flash card along with everything else.
But I'm going to keep saying this, though. Emulation keeps some games alive, ones that they don't want to support. Like, how else am I going to get a copy of... I'm going to put this out there because I'm making a joke review of it. Dora the Explorer for the GBA.
I'm trying to think of a Dora joke, and I'm just coming up with nothing.
No, swiper, no.
Nintendo, no swiping. Nintendo, no swiping.
bargain bin title?
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely one of those bargain bin titles that nobody ever cared for.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't surprise me it's a game. I just didn't know it was a game.
Oh, trust me, it's shovelware.
I fully believe it.
It's pretty bad. Let's put it this way: the best part about the game is that when you press pause and you press unpause, when you unpause the game, it makes a gunshot sound.
It's a gunshot noise?
Yep.
What? Looking this up. Why would they put that in a Dora the Explorer game?
Shovelware.
It's a GBA gun sound though, so you have to kind of like, yeah, that definitely sounds like a GBA gunshot.
The pixelated sound. That's the only way I can describe it.
So have you guys heard about the arcade one-up cabinets?
Yeah,
is that the 2/3 size cabs like they're selling at like Walmart and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, they are?
Ooh.
I've heard of those.
And there's a deluxe with like a 12-in-1.
Nice.
They're pricey and really worth.
Maybe I should set that up over at the gas station. That'd be nice. Get some more customers. Get some kids to actually come there instead of some old people wanting to play on the slot machines.
Let's put it this way: these arcade machines. I mean, you can probably mod them, but they only come with 2 to 4 games, and yeah, they're okay. They actually play really well. I mean, considering that joysticks and whatnot, they play really well.
See, it's not hard to build an arcade cab or even get one prefab. It's the same going back to everything else, getting the ROMs for it.
Yeah.
But they also want to charge $250 to $300 depending on whether or not they're on sale.
I mean, that's not terrible because like a decent cab is closer to at least 1,000, like for a full sized, or at least the last time I checked.
I mean, for the price though and the size of it, I mean, and especially because it only comes with 2 games instead of like.
I mean, yeah,
30.
that's not cool. Only having like a couple of games. Like what games is it?
There's a couple different cabinets. One of them has like Rampage, Joust, and some other games. One of them is just like Galaga, Galaxian.
Now those are good. I like some Galaga.
I do too. I bought it on the PSN store for $5.
Yeah, the 12-in-1 though is supposed to be a Best Buy exclusive, and it was on sale on Black Friday at Kohl's for like $350, and it comes with the extender to make added like 2 feet to it to make it like a 6-foot cabinet instead of a 4-foot cabinet, which it is now.
I mean, that's pretty much full size though. At that point,
that sounds like a way better deal.
Because I think regular they're probably close to maybe 7 feet tops. Because I know they're a little bit taller than me, but not a whole lot.
Yeah.
But that wasn't a bad price. If you could add more stuff to it, that would sweeten the deal.
Oh yeah. Or like had like little like micro SD cards you could buy or something that had different games on it.
Yeah, I could definitely see the micro SD card thing going on.
I know that is some route people take doing main cabs, but some people just build a whole computer for it too, and just have the dedicated computer just for the gaming.
Yeah.
I couldn't do that.
All right, and in other news, I think we should go to movies. With Lupin Ranger versus Petal Ranger versus Q Ranger, the movie.
They're doing this?
They're doing this.
Which is like the first time since like what? The last few Sentai didn't team up?
The last crossover was the Ninja versus Zoojer. And a lot of people did not like it because, well, Nin Red came back. Nobody likes him. And there was a 4th red Ninja that we did not need, and a Green Ranger with just a repainted helmet of the Red Ranger.
Okay, I kind of remember it now. It's been like 2 years, but I'm one of the people that actually sat through all of Ninja week to week.
I could not stand it.
The monster designs are like really good. The suit design's good. There's only like one really likable character, and he's the Sixth Ranger.
With this hamburger morpher.
Well, that and the grandpa was really funny too.
Yeah, I like the grandpa and I like the Sixth Ranger, but it was just once they got to a third version of a time travel plot with the same monster, I'm like, nope, I'm out. I cannot deal with this.
Yeah.
What, they did the same thing 3 times in the same show?
With the same monster, but it was just a different name and slightly different colors.
So they just used the same plot in the same suit.
Yes.
And you said they repainted it?
Yeah, but I think it was like,
suit.
But since the monster was time travel based, they had one that was based off of the future, one that was based off of the past, and one based off of the present.
Was it like a 3-episode arc or just kind of sprinkled throughout the show?
Sprinkled.
Oh, that's stupid. I could almost let something like that pass if it was like a little arc of some kind.
I believe
that's just being lazy.
I think it was at least sprinkled between 2, maybe 3 episodes.
Yeah, I mean, and it was a fucking stopwatch tiger.
Stopwatch cat.
Whatever.
It was. I mean, yeah, tiger is still a cat, but I was just getting more house cat than tiger.
Ninja. I wouldn't subject anybody to it. And honestly, with what Ninja had and what Ninja Still's working with, they're doing a damn fine job.
Mm-hmm. But getting back to the current, well, not exactly current movie, but the Lupin Pat Q movie. I think it's actually pretty interesting, although there's going to be like 4 Red Rangers in it.
Yay.
It's a whole lot of red.
It's a whole lot of red.
Forever Red Part 5.
If only. If only.
So was it Ho Ho Soldier?
Ho Ho Soldier, Shishi Red, Pat Red, Lupin Red. That's a lot of red.
They're going to clear this with no continues.
If only he was back. I think we should also talk about that movie too.
Oh yeah, the new Rider movie. I don't really care about it because Zio's in it. I'm not being facetious or anything. It's Zio's trash, and I'm probably gonna get shit for this, but yeah, Zio is trash.
Oh, it hasn't gotten any better.
It's how do I say this?
It's no longer DK's fault.
I don't really think that should count, but it does have some shining spots and bring back old characters, and they're actually the old characters. But since they're dealing with alternating timelines, it's just that it starts turning my brain after a while, because what's happening in the show is that when Zio gains the power of the previous rider, that season is no longer exists. There was no conflict. There was no writer of that season. There was no villain of that season.
I remember you guys saying that when we talked about it, that it just erased it from canon.
Yeah. And a lot of the time, this has repercussions. Like in more recent episodes, EJ, the main writer of O's, he's back, and he's a business person because his father was a business person, but he's thinking of just saving everybody. He still goes by the philosophy of having enough money for tomorrow's underwear, but he's no longer O's. And Hina still has her super strength.
because reasons.
It was never explained anywhere. All I know is that she probably ate a lot of greens and a lot of milk.
Do you think they're going to pull some shit out of their ass where in the last probably 2 or 3 episodes of the show, they retcon the whole show so everybody gets their powers back?
Yes.
Yep, it's going to be Dino Charge all over again.
What the fuck was up with that?
I have no idea.
Because, like, I saw the last episode, but I think I missed some stuff because just all of a sudden at the end, there's dinosaurs.
Yeah, that's because the meteorite that was supposed to hit Earth and kill the dinosaurs were saved by the Power Rangers in the past.
I didn't see that. Okay.
And now there's dinosaurs in the present, and they're zoo attractions.
How did they not kill humanity?
There's no explanation for that.
They got better scientists than what Jurassic Park had.
Well, no, I mean, wouldn't they have been alive from then until now in that show?
Yeah. No, they traveled. No, they traveled back to the past to stop the meteor, and they traveled back to the future to the present day.
No, that's what I'm saying. When they stopped the meteor, the dinosaurs didn't die out.
Right.
So they were still alive.
Yep.
How did they not kill humanity? Because they would have just killed everybody.
You really think that?
There's an explanation for that.
Well, remember, humans are quite the adaptive race when it comes to it. So they probably found a way to actually tame dinosaurs.
Maybe. I mean, I could see like taming Triceratops and stuff like that. But I mean, you got huge meat-eating dinosaurs. I don't know. I'm just throwing out shit talking about the show.
Okay. So any more media pieces? Media news, really?
I do. There is something I actually sort of want to bring up. I want to talk about how hideous the Decade upgrade is for Zeo.
No, we should actually save that till it actually comes out. That's not going to be for another few weeks.
Fine.
Rob's okay. So I'm not going to insert my obligatory Star Trek comment.
So are we still waiting on the Stanley thing until we get everyone in here, or how's that going?
That's what I assumed we were doing.
Let's wait for everyone that actually can show up for the Stanley thing, because I know that everyone in here would like to talk about the greatness of Stanley, but I think it would be more effective if we could get everybody that we could in here.
I thought I'd check before.
Yeah.
Well, before we got into the meat and taters of the cast, right?
Meat and cheese.
The meat and taters. I haven't heard that in a while. We say that down here too. I just haven't heard it in a while.
Okay, that phrase has been new to me ever since we started this podcast. Because around here, it's meat and cheese.
Well, it's because you live in fucking Wisconsin, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you're cheese country. Down here, we eat meat and potatoes for dinner.
But anyway, let's
cactus.
We eat cactus.
Okay, so
you can actually eat certain types of cactus here.
Okay, so Go Ranger versus Jekka, the first crossover that Super Sentai's ever had, and it's 24 minutes long. That's all I know about it because I never got a chance to read it, watch it, read it, and watch it.
I enjoyed it from a nostalgic standpoint. Like, you can tell it's very dated.
Oh, yeah, because this was like 77? 78?
Nah. I don't know. I was thinking 76. I'm gonna look it up.
I'm looking it up right now. You distract the audience. 78.
Well, damn. No, it was just nice. Like, in my head, I'm kind of comparing this to, not in the exact same vein, but I'm comparing it to kind of like 199 Hero Battle. Like Shinkenger versus Goanger. We watched that recently, and there was CGI, especially in 199 Hero Battle. But
it's special effects versus practical effects.
I appreciate the practical effects.
Yeah, I've always liked the practical effects more than special effects. That's why I like the Power Rangers Turbo movie, because it used more practical effects than special.
Yeah, that's part of the reason I didn't like the first movie. Was the same reason. Yeah, it was a lot of CGI that did not blend well.
No, it did not.
But it's nice seeing real people doing stuff. Compared, the stuff looks good now when they do it on computers, but like take for example, did they call it Go Buster versus Go Kaiger, or was it called something else? This is the Go Buster Go Kaiger crossover.
Yeah,
when they did the Megazord battle in that, it was for the most part people in the suits, and it looked good
and old footage.
Yeah. And on that same vein, the Gal Ranger special, the Red Ranger special.
The Forever Red, or
no, the movie.
Sentai World or something like that.
No, that was Kaku Ranger. It was where I don't know if all the Rangers teamed up or if they just all called their mecha.
That's actually what it was called. That was what it was called, but all the suit actors. A lot of people in suits actually appeared.
Where I was going with it, they blended in the old footage with that, and seeing the old footage and the new footage, how it was filmed differently, it didn't blend well with me. But we're kind of getting off topic talking about filming and stuff like that. I enjoyed Jacker versus Go Ranger.
I find, as far as the first crossover goes, I find it just okay. It's there, it does its job, but it needs a little bit more girth to actually, be substantial.
You're not wrong. It ticked all the boxes, but it was the first. So it had to set some precedent.
And that's why I actually can give it a pass for a lot of things, too.
Did they mention the Kamen Rider series, too? I know they mentioned Amazon and...
V3 and Amazon got a shout out.
And there was a picture of Ichigo Nigo somewhere there, but also Spider-Man.
Yeah,
we need to do Spider-Man one day.
I actually know of a guy that can actually give me videos, so I can actually share it to you guys.
Nice.
Yeah, he runs Toku Power Weekend. You should actually go check him out. He's on Twitch.
We're not doing plugs on here, but go check this guy out.
Hey, remember what happened with the Verb plugins we were giving?
I should have made that fucking commercial.
but anyway, I do like to see the clash between the first two Sentais. Well, they weren't considered Sentais at the time. Well, maybe Go Ranger, but...
I know what you're saying. And see, I thought they were then they weren't, and then they were again.
Yeah, it was like, wasn't until I think around Live Man, where they're like, Go Ranger counts. And so does Jacker and Battle Fever J.
No, I think it was with Live Man, they started it with Battle Fever. And then when O-Ranger came out, they re-included Go Ranger and Jacker. Yeah. So I remember they did an episode 0 where it just showed the team. And it started with...
that was Turbo Ranger.
Turbo Ranger. I said Live Man. But yeah, it was Turbo Ranger. And then when O-Ranger came out, I guess they just said they're including it. Because they didn't get an episode 0. It just...
Yeah.
Darkly. That show could have been so great. It had a lot of problems.
O-Ranger?
O-Ranger?
Right behind the scenes problems.
Oh yeah, because there's there's a bombing thing that happened nearby, and they were trying to make a lighter tone for it.
Yeah, they wanted to make it darker, like Go Ranger, and it was sarin bomb attacks. And they ended up flip flopping, and apparently turned a lot of people off. Like I liked the dark way it was going.
Yeah, O-Ranger has a really good start, and I almost got halfway through before, Chef Factory kindly gave us the DVDs.
I need to buy those.
But
just to actually have, all of the seasons, just to actually have them.
We have some podcast money. We could try to look into maybe like us getting like one of the DVDs or something and watching one of the series.
Remember, we got Patreon.
I almost said subscribe to our Patreon. Donate to our Patreon.
We're poor.
I think our Patreon's still up. I haven't checked it in a while.
It was a couple months ago.
Jesse took a little bit out to do something. I forgot what it was, but yeah.
Live, probably.
Yeah.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
But like I said, we could buy DVDs. Each get us a DVD or something of like Cock Ranger or something.
This poor man can't even watch Sentai, and he does a podcast about it. If you could donate just $1, we could buy this man DVDs to help him.
Oh jeez, we should actually link this part to him so he actually knows. So we can.
I'll leave that in your capable hands.
Yeah. But going back to Go Ranger and Jacka, I do like the Go Ranger suits more than the Jacker suits.
I've never liked the Jacker suits. I've tried to at least tolerate them. I just don't like them. I don't like Battle Fever more, but I don't like Jacker either.
It's the helmets for me. The helmets do not do well.
Yeah, the helmets, because they didn't really figure out how to do the whole visor thingy until, what was it? Goggle 5?
It sounds right.
I could be awfully wrong, but, they had to put holes in the fucking suit just to make sure everybody could see out of them.
Yeah.
And they're quite visible, too, compared to, a lot of other series.
Oh, don't even get me started on Stronger.
I was referring to that without, mentioning my name, but okay. Honestly, though, Big One suit, aside from the helmet, looks really nice, and it's the only one of the Jack suits I absolutely adore.
Yeah, well, I don't hate the Jacker suits entirely. The only good one was Big One.
But cool, but I still don't like the visor thing.
Yeah, so Kichi Banba.
Banba? Was that
Banba. He was like the super secret agent of the team.
And if I remember correctly, he actually cameoed in an episode of Shinkenger.
Hurricaneger.
Yes, Hurricaneger. I am an idiot right now.
What, as the same character or somebody else?
As somebody else, but he did. But with Hurricaneger, what was his name? The green, whatever green.
Shuken Ranger.
Green.
Shuri Ranger.
Shuri Kenjin or something.
Shuri Ranger.
Shuri Kenjin or something, but his motif was basically the same as Big One's, where he was always in disguise. Nobody really knew who he was until he transformed, and so a bunch of old Sentai actors got together and played different characters played by him.
Huh.
And one of them just happens to be Big One's original actor.
And of course, with the Go Ranger suit, I absolutely adore Reds. It's just so there's so much flair to it. There's just it's
definitely a leader suit.
Yeah.
It's also iconic just because of how many times it's shown up in the series, both in its original form as well as Aka Red.
Aka Red is a completely different character.
It's the same kind of suit design though, but
it's Aka Rain for Gold Ranger. It's Aka Ranger.
it probably is the same person somehow because Sentai magic.
Yeah, but then again, the entire team is like Aka Red, Aka Blue.
Wonder if they're ever gonna explain that, like more in depth.
Yeah, I haven't found any more of those 40th, 45th, or 40th anniversary skits. I mean, it would have been cool if it was Owl Blue, Key Yellow, Momo Pink for each individual ranger, but no, it kind of seems like there's like a team of rangers that are color based that have an accent, that have a special accent to it. That's how I process it as. Like Aka Red's all red, Aka Blue is mostly red, but with a little bit of blue to them. So on and so forth.
See, I had it backwards in my head. I had pretty much the same idea, but I figured it, like, for example, Aka Blue would be blue, but he'd have, like, either red highlights or, like, a splash of red somewhere. But I doubt we'll ever see that team, unfortunately.
Yeah, it would have to be probably like the 50th anniversary, so...
We're getting there.
We're getting there.
What? Less than 10 years, isn't it?
Yeah,
wasn't Zoodra 40th?
Zoodra was 40th. And then we got 3 teams later, and it's only been 2 years. I don't want to go into the math of that.
And we shouldn't, because we're talking more about, the impact of these teams rather than the actual crossover. But that's because just how bare bones the whole story is.
It is pretty blasé. I mean, it's basically just an episode of the show.
Yeah.
With 2 teams.
It could have been. It could have been, for all we know.
It could have been like a good coda to the show, do the last episode, and then the very next week. Well, it'd have to be after Jacker, obviously.
Yeah, I think it was like...
after the last episode of Jacker.
I think this movie, well, quote-unquote movie, came out after Jacker, because right after that it says Battle Fever J Episode 1. So,
yeah, it did come out after Jacker ended.
So, yeah, there's that. Well, is there anything more we can say about this crossover?
I don't think so.
I've kind of said my piece.
It's up and worth watching just for that alone. Other than that, I really can't recommend this as just like a straight up Sentai sort of event.
I think Rob's trying to reach out to me telepathically. It's like Star Trek the Motion Picture. It started the whole movie thing, but you don't really have to watch it. I don't know. I'm just weird.
No, that's a good example. I can actually understand that some of the Star Trek movies
you really
good.
Don't have to watch that movie.
Yeah, I know. It's like, what, even movies? The even-numbered movies are good?
I mean, 3's even good. It's just 1 and 5 that aren't good.
5?
5 is not good.
No, I'm saying like they made 5.
Wait, what are you talking about?
They've made 5 movies?
I think it's 7, isn't it?
Of Star Trek?
Yeah.
No, they're 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They're the Beyond, when it came out a couple years ago, that was 13. There's 6 original movies, 4 Next Generation movies, and then the 3 reboot movies.
Ouch.
Yeah, just don't watch the first 1 and 5. Everything else, you're okay. You're in for a good popcorn movie at least.
All right, so let's move on to our next topic, Air Gear.
I didn't know when this thing came out. Just by watching it and remembering being in high school, I could easily tell this was early 2000s.
Yeah, this was it screams early 2000s.
Oh god, yes. Like
He's a cute animal mascot.
it hits some nostalgic notes, just like watching the animation and stuff. I just couldn't really get into it.
It's an okay show for an okay time, and the theme song is like really, really good still.
Yeah, it's definitely still pretty good.
I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna say it's bad. It just didn't resonate with me. And it could have been the rollerblading motif. Like, I never got into that stuff, so I'm just like, eh.
Oh, I absolutely love the rollerblading thing where there's like little tiny motors. They're like the hoverboards before they came out. The quote unquote hoverboards.
Yeah, quote unquote.
Oh yeah, I mean the guy that made Back to the Future wasn't too off. But anyway, it's the show. Well, it's for, of course, mature audiences. Guess who picked this one?
Yeah.
Who did pick this one? I'm curious.
Jesse.
Oh God.
Hey, at least it isn't High School DxD.
I'm really glad I didn't watch that.
Good.
Something happened and I wasn't able to watch that and do the podcast. I can't remember what. But from hearing you guys, I'm glad I didn't.
Yeah, Air Gear is a shonen manga written and illustrated by Ito Great Ogure. Air Gear revolves around the life of Itsuki Minami, or Iki, or Crow, also known as Babyface, Little Crow.
Of the East Side Gang.
Of the East Side Gang.
Is it gang or boys? I want to make sure I say it right.
It could be either or.
Okay, because I think in the one I watched, I think they said gang, but then I was like, maybe he said East Side Boys. Or is that a rap group?
Oh, okay. So, remember how you said that this was early 2000s?
Yeah.
You were off by 10 years.
Oh, the anime?
Well, the manga the manga was released in 2010 and ran until 2011.
Oh God, I was off. It had the very early '90s feel to it, though.
I know, right?
Early 2000s.
Whoa!
I mean, good Lord.
Yeah, it definitely has that feel to it.
And I mean, it even has a cute little crow sidekick character because anime.
Okay, this is confusing. The manga came out in 2010, but the anime for it came out in 2006. So it was.
Okay, I'll say I'm half right.
Okay, so the anime was out in 2006, but the manga was out in like 2010. So it was an anime first, and they got adapted into a manga. Probably, I really should have looked into this a little bit more.
That's part of the appeal of our show.
Yeah.
They never. Yeah. Excuse me. They never know what they're gonna get.
Yeah.
Professionalism? What is that?
But
what's post?
But yeah.
What is edit?
Originally, this TV show ran for 25 episodes. So it ran from early mid-spring to early fall. And it was, of course, held by Toei Animation. And of course, it's mature. Definitely mature. When's the first titty drop? 15 minutes?
Yeah, I don't even think it was that far. I don't think it was quite halfway through the episode.
Yeah. I can't believe I actually said that.
It didn't really surprise me. I'm like, well, yeah, it's kind of check the box off.
And then the panty shot too, when she's like hovering above him after he got beat up. He was sitting there watching the girl he had like a crush on.
Yeah,
he didn't really know.
That was like what, 5 minutes in.
It seemed that way, yeah.
Yeah, so it doesn't really. It just really starts out with some punk kid trying to get not exactly revenge, but just try and get some payback from the gang that beat him up. Because everyone else was wearing air gear but him, and they try to put some kind of martial arts twist on it. So it's just not your standard roller derby. You know, that would
It's
actually
a
sound pretty cool.
Japanese roller derby.
Yeah.
And a guy with giant ass tank rollerblades.
Yeah, he
The
doesn't.
character. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, he doesn't really. We should try this to focus on the first episode. But yeah.
But the guy with the huge lips was kind of weird too.
Yeah. Now, I've actually seen the first episode. Well, not entirely. It's like a few years ago. I kind of lost interest around the time, right around where Icky shows up at the group up and puts a sticker on the rival gang's sticker. And I was like, okay, I'm bored now.
It's decent. It's not the best kind of anime that you'd be watching, but if you want to put something on in the background, it has an English dub and it's okay.
Yeah.
And it's up speed until like halfway through the series, anyways, for a lot of the things.
Yeah, I got its my anime list on here, up, and its average score is like 7.63 out of 10. It's ranked 1,275. Its popularity is 323, and about 245,000 people have it on their lists. And again, it's not too bad. It does get its standard dose of shonen, as always.
I mean, we really can't say anything else without going too far into.
Yeah.
Just that we were only really supposed to watch the first 2 episodes, and I kind of just put it on in the background for a bit.
Yeah, I watched the first episode and then started watching the second and then the third, and that's where I stopped. Because let's just say that.
I mean, we could also. I think this is about all we could say about this too.
Yeah.
So I think we should move on to the topic because I'm outside.
Tenjo Ho Tenge. It's another shonen anime based at a school
by the same creator.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, Jesse did tell me that is the same guy.
Oh, see, I didn't know about that.
And I like this one a lot better.
Oh yeah. It definitely had more of a hold on me than Air Gear did, because I was already up to episode 8 till I was like, oh crap, I'm still watching this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched the first episode because I was behind, but yeah.
I mean, there's some really awesome fight choreography in this. I mean, it does get a little, bathroom steamy, quite literally, in the first episode.
Yeah.
But honestly, there's this cute little 5-year-old girl that you don't assume is going to be anything, and she's a fucking badass.
She's a bombshell.
And she transforms
Yeah.
into like a 20-year-old or body wise.
Yep. That's the power of ki, people.
There's also some, like I said, really good fight choreography in this, and I I honestly can't believe this is like, what was it, 2007, 2008-ish?
2004.
Okay, I'm off, but still, this is really good quality for 2004 animation in general.
Yeah, it ran just about the same length as Air Gear did, from mid spring to early fall. But it's not as popular as Air Gear. It's back at the anime list. It's got a 7.04 score. It's ranked at 3497. Popularity rank is 715, and about 129,000 people have it on their list. And I don't know why. I actually prefer Tenge more than Air Gear.
It's honestly the better show.
It's the better show, but yet people apparently don't agree because of, well, I honestly, it feels like to me it's what not exactly started the fights at school kind of shonen. I believe Ikitosen probably beats it by a few years, maybe a month or so, or probably Ranma 1/2, if that is a shonen.
That's been on my want to watch list since probably 2002 when I first got into anime, and I've just never been able to get around to watching it.
But yeah, this is like so many shows. This kind of feel like they are getting based off of this.
I mean, there's even like, I could say, kind of iconic things from this. I mean, there was a fucking scene where a guy blocks a punch with a damn chopstick.
Oh yeah, I absolutely love that part. I'm like, oh, you're going to get beat up by your senior. I'm gonna love this.
Oh, and he did get beat up. He got the shit beaten out of him too.
Yeah,
Especially because he was fucking, excuse my language, he went goddamn fucking ape shit.
oh yeah. And by the way, our protagonist for this, if you want to call him that, is Soichiro Nagi. And well, I very much doubt that he's lost find a protagonist.
Well, he's a punk, and the whole thing about blonde hair in Japan, right? About that's supposed to be like their rapscallions.
No, I don't really. I'm talking about the form of his hair. Nobody will ever make their head look like the Twin Peaks of Everest.
I mean, unless you're cosplaying.
Well, yeah, cosplaying, but seriously, the hair just screams, I'm the protagonist. I'm going to be the main character. I'm going to be the guy that's going to be learning all the special techniques. I'm the guy that's going to punch everybody in the school in the face, and I am going to love it. And then there's Bob.
I mean, there's also his best friend too, which we don't see many people of color in anime in general, other than Japanese people, which that was really, really refreshing to see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this show is like the most standard of martial arts type shonen that's based in a school, but I just like it more. I don't know how to phrase it any better. The characters are engaging. You actually want to know more about what these guys are just. I don't know. What actually makes them tick? Why did that guy completely freak out?
I mean, there's also the whole thing about what's her face and the sword that belonged to her brother.
Yeah, that was a question too, but I think I have to watch the manga or read the manga for that if there is one, which there isn't. It's strictly anime.
And weren't they on there like the 100th school that they were going to take over? And
yeah, it was like the 100th school, and they're like, yeah, this one's going to be easy, especially when there's fourth graders and people carrying fourth graders. This is going to be easy.
Boy and everything else, and then yeah,
and then shit hits the fan. I love it. The 4-year-olds that instantly change into 20-year-olds being punched into not only out the window but also into the nearby dojo's showers,
where she finds her true love, lands on top of her.
Yeah. What's her name? Aya.
That sounds right.
The younger sister that looks like she's actually older. The older sister, and
yeah. It's that I believe that's Aya. Yeah. Oh, I like the profile that the anime list has made for Aya. Mostly because of this one, fiance Nagi Soichiro against his will.
I mean, he said he doesn't want to marry her, but
yeah,
they're gonna live together.
And she tries to force her food on him like a crazed woman. You must eat my food.
I mean,
well, there's something the older sister said about her having the power to see into the future somehow.
Yeah, through some kind of like dragon eye.
And so she sees something in him that nobody else does. Which honestly is like it's a good kind of plot progression kind of thing.
The more we're talking about this, the more it makes me think of Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yeah, there's definitely elements of that.
Because like the older sister, but it's like a reverse Genkai. Where Genkai can make herself turn younger by using Kai, and then like the younger sister turns older using Kai or Ki. And then you got your punk that said that like Yusuke and the main protagonist in this, and you got like the Kurabara, the buddy that ends up being buddies with him and everything else.
Yeah. Yeah, and also the theme song to this show, Bomba Head. It's catchy, probably for the wrong reasons, but at least the visuals with it are actually well animated.
It truly is.
Yeah. I mean, it feels like the melody for it, it's just all over the place, but I just get this feeling like, yeah, this is actually pretty good. I like to actually listen to this.
Oh yeah. I mean, there's something about the two of them having these two anime having really good themes.
Yeah. Yeah, probably like Air Gear's theme a little bit more, but it just seems to be the kind of thing where oh man, I have no idea where I'm going with this. I honestly have no words. I can't. I don't have anything to say. There's something there. I just don't know what it is. But Tenjo Denkai does get a sequel called The Ultimate Fight. So once you're done with this, you could probably try to find that somewhere in the universe because Crunchyroll doesn't have it.
Yeah, and I think that's all we can say about, Tenjo Tenge for now, just because we didn't really watch that much of it.
No, it's just the first episode. It's definitely a catcher, that's for sure.
I like it more than Air Gear.
And there are some elements that would catch you, but not me. I mean, then again, I'm the guy that actually asks people, hey, you want to do High School DxD?
Let's do season 2.
I will actually agree that season 2 is better.
I watched it when I was like really dumb and young in anime, so it is better. I like the character.
So that now concludes our crossover month. Now what?
What are we doing for December?
December.
I kind of want to do Dragon Ball December or something.
Probably. See, here's the problem that I'm running into. Christmas is the month of giving. How do we give? We're already giving reviews out and such.
We give every week, more or less.
Yeah, we try to, at least. Yeah. Andy, do you have any recommendations that you would like us to see?
I mean, it's kind of ulterior motive because I want to watch some older stuff, but I don't know, classic Christmas month or something. I don't know. Watch a couple episodes of like, was it the Heisei area? Era. If I can say it right.
Heisei era.
Yeah, I guess the first era. Was that Heisei? Or was that Showa?
Showa.
Okay, I'm talking about Showa. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, what's currently fully subbed or slightly subbed?
I mean, we could always do the Spider-Man thing. That's Showa era.
Which, I mean, I'm down for Spider-Man.
I'm down for Spider-Man too.
And so am I.
So Spider-Man for December, and what else for? So I'm guessing. Wait, so
no,
it's either mine or.
Let's just try to keep it that. Let's just keep it down for. No, not Spider-Man throughout the entire month. Let's just.
No, just.
So we're just doing one podcast about it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. How about this for December for Toku? Non-conventional Toku. Stuff that's like the mainstream Kamen Rider Super Sentai stuff. I mean, something that's like kind of obscure.
After Hours, Garo, Zubat, I think, is kind of partially subbed, at least for the first few episodes.
High Dive Dubs is now a thing on Verve, and they got like the first 3 live action seasons of Garo.
Okay.
So I'll give everybody my Verve account so they can go to High Dive Dubs and do Garo sometime later.
Okay, so like there's also the after hour thing. I can't remember what it's called, but the one where they're like a Sentai team and they meet up at a bar after hours.
Gunpei After 5.
Yes, I've been meaning to watch that.
Okay, I actually know a guy that can give me subs, and I could just repost it into our Google Drive.
I know a guy. They fell off a truck. Don't ask questions.
That's what it pretty much melts down to.
I'm also thinking maybe Ultraman, just because it's not talked about as much within the Toku community.
Believe it or not, I know somebody. He's from a Latin American country, and he's in his 50s. And Toku, he knew because we got talking about stuff one day. He didn't know what Super Sentai was, Kamen Rider, anything like that. As soon as I said Ultraman, oh, I used to watch Ultraman when I was a kid every day. And apparently it was the original Ultraman because I showed him some pictures, and apparently it was the original.
I've seen the original all the way through.
I've never watched an Ultraman show. I
would suggest either Ginga S or Orb, just because they're better shows.
Like, I know the premise behind them and everything. I've just never watched them.
Okay, so what about our non-Toku topic?
I mean, I was kind of actually thinking of maybe doing another anime, but I have two in mind.
But
One is
But I think we should actually tell this to Andy.
Okay.
Andy, you got any recommendations?
I thought we were doing what we just talked about.
No, the Spider-Man thing is for the main Toku topic.
Oh, like an off-topic?
The off-topic one is what I'm talking about.
Shit, no, I haven't really thought of anything. I'm done with season 2 of My Hero. We can talk about season 2.
I thought we already did that.
Yeah, we already did that.
Well, did we do season 2?
Yeah.
Because I remember we did season 1. Wait, did we do 1 and 2 at the same time? I guess we did, didn't we?
I don't know.
Was it one of the ones I wasn't here for? Because I know we talked about season 1.
No,
I think that's the case.
We did season 1 and we did season 2 like 2 or 3 weeks ago, I think.
Yeah,
I just might not have been here for it then.
Yeah, we did season 1 like when season 1 was done, but then season 2 came out while we were dark, and then season 3 came out, so we decided, hey, let's do season 2.
Yeah, I'm just throwing a suggestion out. I mean, that's all. I'm not committed to it in any way.
There's like a few animes I was thinking about, but I don't know if you guys would be interested or not.
Oh no, speak up.
If I can watch it, I'll watch it. I just might not like it. I'll just voice my opinion. But I'll watch it.
Well,
I was thinking either June Tyson, the Zodiac War, or Cabanari, the Iron Fortress.
Both sound interesting.
We don't have to do this anytime soon. We should really do Lupin sometime. Or at least like a Lupin movie.
Oh, like the Castle of Cagliostro?
Yeah. Because I've watched that one a while ago, but Saki direct that one? The last episode of one of the shows. I want to say he did. But yeah, I mean, just at some point, if we could do that, because I do like some Lupin.
So we got 3 choices here. Lupin III, the Castle of Cagliostro, the Iron Fortress thing.
It was Miyazaki.
And what was that other one?
June Tyson, the Zodiac Wars.
June Tyson. It sounds familiar.
They have a battle every 12 years, and each fighter is a symbol of the Chinese zodiac, and the winner gets a wish, and they fight to the death.
So it's a shonen fruit basket.
Very extremely violent.
I was just making a joke just because of the premise of both.
Actually, it sounds familiar, but I think it might be the completely wrong thing. Because there's this American show where there are these martial artists that had power of the Chinese zodiac.
Are you thinking of Saint Seiya?
No, it wasn't Saint Seiya. Um,
I can't remember what they called it over here.
Each one of these each warrior of the zodiac had these gauntlets that were that would give them their powers. And the dragon one, since it was the year of the dragon at the time, the person that had the dragon mantle was the main character, but there's two of them, a light one and a dark one.
That is not ringing any bells for me.
Not me either, but it sounds familiar, but I don't remember.
It was shown on Jetix on Toon Disney a while ago, before it became Disney XD.
Okay, wow.
Was it Jackie Chan Adventures?
No, it was not Jackie Chan Adventures. I want to say Talismans.
Oh my god,
that had gauntlets.
No, let's save that Chinese Zodiac one for like when it's almost New Year's.
That sounds
Our New
cool.
Year's or their New Year's?
Yes.
Their Year's.
Yes. All right then.
New Year.
Ours, of course.
Okay. Actually, yeah, that would be better.
Yeah, because I know New Year's this year falls right around the end of the week. It's on a Monday. You can do it on Sunday the 30th.
There we go.
So,
yeah, Kabanari is a steampunk zombie anime that's done by the same people that did Attack on Titan, but it's more fast paced.
I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of Attack on Titan.
Neither am I.
I'm not a fan of I'm a fan of Attack on Titan as the manga. I mean, I can respect it, but the anime, I will not touch that shit with the 10-foot pole.
I just don't like the way they look. They freak me out.
It's animated badly. I'm gonna get flack for that too.
Wow. So next week is Toku Spider-Man,
and I'm guessing Lupin the Third.
Yeah, Lupin sounds good.
Right?
I think it's on Crunchyroll, or at least it used to be.
It used to be, but because Funimation has rights to Lupin the Third, it's on their Funimation Now channel.
Oh.
Yeah.
Fuckimation.
Yeah.
I'm sure one of us can find a copy that fell off a truck and...
Hey, I have a Funimation account.
Yeah, me too.
I don't. I have Crunchyroll and Netflix, and I'm borrowing somebody's Hulu.
And I got Prime, I got Hulu, and everything else. So, yeah.
It might be on Hulu.
So then after Lupin the Third, I kind of want to do Gundam build
Gundam Build Fighters?
Yes. As like the week after Lupin.
You know.
How much of Spider-Man are we watching?
Let's just go with the first 5.
Okay.
Yeah, especially since the movie. Yeah, that sounds about right.
The emissary from hell.
Spider-Man. Wait a minute.
That's what he says.
I know.
And his robot, Leopardon.
The fact about Leopardon is, after the first episode was made, Leopardon got stolen.
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
the suit?
The suit got stolen.
So they had to reuse a lot of footage just because of that. And there's also the whole thing of there's supposed to be upgrades and stuff for the suit that never got made because it was stolen.
What the fuck? I did not know that.
Well, now you do.
And
we'll go more in depth in this next week.
Tune in next time.
Yeah. Same.
As we travel home back with a guard dog of hell. Wait, no, wrong show.
Yep. So from us to you, have a good night. Take care. And don't steal stuff.
Or do, we don't care.